Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Mandy. I'm going to give this one more try, okay? Coming to you live from Bali. Mandy Fonville, your holistic lifestyle fitness and nutrition coach. Seriously, sitting here on the ground. Are we good with the video? Sitting here on the ground in front of like a concrete pillar that is straight up an ashtray. Is it coming through? I got my sister. My sister over here. Okay, good. I got 4 people on. So look, I'm sitting on the ground in front of a concrete pillar. This was an ashtray. I totally took it off the top of this little pillar and I set my tripod up at the top because we were over by the pool in front of this amazing view, and I had all the bars, and then I got on the live video to start vibing with you guys and flowing with you guys, and all of a sudden the internet connection got weak and it completely froze. So we literally walked all around the resort, all down the road, closer to the beach, closer into town to try to find the strongest Wi-Fi signal. And then we came back into the resort and we're walking through here, and as soon as I saw that I had 5 bars, we stopped. And so like I said, I'm seriously sitting on the ground in front of a concrete pillar. This is an ashtray. So film, love, and appreciation for each and every one of you who are on this video, because clearly this message requires being put out there, or else there wouldn't be all of these challenges occurring. All these challenges wouldn't have occurred if this wasn't a big deal for me to share with you. So once again, just feel my love and appreciation for you. We got some people coming by. You guys are good. I appreciate you. So I am here in Bali. All right. This video is going to be about what would you have to give up to become your highest self. Okay. And your greatest weakness shall be your greatest strength. So once again, I know this video is going to be a very powerful one, or else all of these challenges would not have occurred. Okay. Sometimes those things happen. And if you understand what I mean by that, maybe give some thumbs up and some hearts, because there's a reason why all of these challenges were occurring when I was about to bring this message to you guys. So this video is going to be really powerful. It's going to be full of a lot of truth. So do me a favor right now. Go ahead and hit the like, hit the love, hit the share button, share this video onto your timeline, because people require hearing these truths. We require all of us stepping up fully to the plate, taking off our mask, being our full authentic selves, and supporting other people and remembering their truths. So please, by all means, do me a favor, whether you're on here live right now or whether you're catching the replay, hit share this video to your timeline. Also, be sure that you're signed up for my live notifications. Okay, so yeah, if you're still on there, give me some thumbs up and some hearts. I see. What's up, Christy, Cody, JP, Veronica, Amy Castillo? How you guys doing? Go ahead and comment below and say what's up. I'm totally chilling. I have like no makeup on, and I just have my lashes, and just I'm completely showing up and being myself and being fully authentic to bring my message to the world, because I know that this is things that people require hearing. So I want to talk first about, like I said, what would you be required to give up to become your highest self? What stories would you have to give up? You know, a lot of people, they have a story that they identify with. You know, I'm sick, or I was sick, or, you know, I had a challenging childhood, or, you know, I'm in a bad relationship or a bad marriage. You know, people identify with something that is their story, and without that story, they don't feel like they can be themselves. They don't feel like they are who they are without identifying with that story. And I'm here to tell you to give yourself permission to forgive yourself, and to give yourself permission to get rid of that story. Give up that old story and start from this moment of now to create a life that you love, right? So honestly, you know, I learned a lot of these things that I'm sharing with you guys. I learned these truths. I remembered my truth in the sense of your greatest weakness shall be your greatest strength. So whatever you feel like is your greatest weakness that you're going through in life, maybe that you're challenged with, that, you know, is something that essentially you're having, you know, a challenge giving up or overcoming, et cetera, you know, is your greatest strength. So me, for example, I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I grew up with a lot of fear. I grew up in a household where my stepdad was abusive. When I say that, a lot of times people ask me a bunch of questions about it. Basically, he was physically abusive to my mom and to my brother. You know, I got some spankings and this and that, but there was just a lot of arguing and cussing and yelling and screaming in our household, and it wasn't a safe place. I didn't feel safe, and you know, I cried a lot. I had a lot of fear, and so, you know, growing up in that kind of environment, especially me being the way that I am, you know, I'm a sensitive soul. It brought some challenges into my life, and so I did suffer from depression. I took antidepressants for 16 years, and actually this month on June 12th will be 5 years that I've been off of antidepressants, which is phenomenal. Me personally, I turned to alcohol. You know, I drank a lot of alcohol to support me and, like, you know, getting over things or feeling better, and to like numb my reality or suppress my reality. And I've actually given up alcohol now for almost a year and 5 months. Okay, so it was a mental, you know, decision that I made to give up alcohol and to change my life and take my life in a different direction. But I also made an energetic shift at the same time. I made an energetic shift when I made that decision but because I was choosing to become the highest possible version of myself, to become my highest self, my higher self. And I know that, that requires me being committed to only putting the highest quality fuel into my body. And that if I realize that, me drinking alcohol and things like that is going to suppress me from being who God created me to be, and supporting other people and showing up and, vibing high and channeling and, just giving out love and positive energy and vibes to people and bringing, these truths to the world and supporting people remembering their truth, then I require giving up alcohol. So that's exactly what I did. So I want to talk about something else too that's really cool. I have some really cool stuff to share with you guys about my own personal testimonial and journey. And this is one way to look at it. So a lot of times we have this small little tiny window that we're looking at our life through, right? It's a small little window. It's basically like the things that are kind of just going on around us, maybe in front, a little bit in back, a little bit side to side, but we're kind of like just this is all we're kind of seeing, right? And we don't realize with our real eyes that there's other things going on behind the scenes in other realms that exist aside from just the physical realm that are supporting us in moving forward and having growth and expansion in our life. And that at some point, we're potentially going to meet someone that's going to introduce us to someone else, or we're going to hear something that's going to spark an idea, of something that maybe you're choosing to create a product and you're going to patent it. Maybe, you're sparked to like move to another city and then you go there and you meet your divine partner, or, you're motivated to purchase a lotto ticket and you win the lottery, et cetera, et cetera. So I could give a bunch of examples about that. But the point is that, the reason I'm sharing that with you is a lot of times we're only focused on like this much. We're only seeing through this tiny little window. And instead, we get to trust that everything is in divine timing. We get to trust the path for our life. And I call this, like my heart center or my GPS. And as long as I'm following this here and I'm listening to my intuition or my gut, check out my shirt, by the way, I love Bali. And of course it's purple. But as long as we're listening to our gut and we're following our heart, then the path is going to unfold, right? The path of least resistance and the path that, is essentially the direction that we require going in for things to just continue to unfold for us, because we actually create our reality. So whatever you're focusing on is whatever you're creating and whatever you're going to get. And I see that cool little bug of whatnot flying behind me, which is cool. So actually it's like a little moth or a butterfly. I appreciate you showing up. That also there's confirmation of transformation. Butterflies are representations, and here it goes right here. Butterflies are a representation of transformation. So just once again, your greatest weakness shall be your greatest strength. So although you may be going through some things that are super challenging, or maybe you have in the past, like me, for instance, I'm sitting here sharing my story with people and talking about, depression and growing up with big fear. So clearly the opposite of fear is going to be love. So if I'm here for the complete opposite, and then my greatest weakness shall be my greatest strength, I'm here for the opposite of what I went through. So now I'm here for big time love, because I grew up in big time fear. So cancel, clear, delete on all that energy in the past, right? I'm choosing to create my reality now, and I'm showing up fully in the world, and I'm here clearly now for big time love, to receive love and to give love, to be a a receiver and a giver of love, a transmitter, a receiver, etc. So the reason I'm talking about the little bitty small window is that a lot of times we have no clue what's going on behind the scene. And I want to share with you like a perfect little example of that. So if you guys have been following my journey, I'm here in Bali. I recently went to some place called the Gili Islands, and I actually met a beautiful divine being of light. Her name is Christy. And the way that I met her was, in a way, essentially random. But as we know, there's no coincidences in life, right? Everything happens for a reason. And if we can trust in divine timing for our life, and we can trust like that path and the unfolding of the way that, we're supposed to go and the way things are supposed to show up for us, then we get to trust that when we meet people, essentially that we meet people for a reason, and that they show up in our life for a reason. So I was walking and I saw this little opening like between these trees. There was like a hill, and it was going onto the beach. I was like, wow, this looks beautiful, like something out of like a movie. And so of course I walked up over the hill, and I see Christy laying there in her blue swimsuit, and she's just relaxing, and I'm like looking at the ocean. I'm like, this is phenomenal. And I mean, I'm thinking it to myself clearly, and I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. I was like taking a little video and some pictures, and then I looked down at her and I was like, this is amazing, this is beautiful. And then she's like smiling real big, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, are you from America? And she was like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. So of course we start chit-chatting. I'm like, wow, cool, I'm from Texas. And she shares her story with me. And honestly, I don't get blown away by a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that have really incredible stories, but this girl's story really to me was super amazing and phenomenal. And clearly, we were vibrating on the same energetic frequency, or I would have never attracted her to begin with. So we started chit-chatting. She was sharing with me her story. I was like completely in awe. sister-in-law, and we literally talked for like 2.5 hours. I'm pretty sure I probably talked a lot more than she did because you guys know me, but I talked a lot, and she shared with me her story, and we shared some tears, and we shared some laughter, and it was like super beautiful and amazing. And she was put on my path for a reason, because now we met. We're here back in Sanur, which is, I guess, maybe like an hour or so from where we were in the islands of Gili T. There's 3 islands off of Bali, and so we headed back over here to Sanur, and now she has actually already had plans. She's traveling by herself, and she already had planned to go to Singapore and Malaysia, and then she's actually going back to the States for a little bit. Or I choose to know exactly, what her plans are. But either way, so she kind of had some tentative plans, some things that she had going on, and she was sharing with me. And then she was like, would you choose to go with me potentially to Singapore or Malaysia, because she knew that I was going to go to Thailand. And so my niece and my sister-in-law live in Thailand, and I was like, yeah, that sounds amazing. So now I've actually booked a flight. We're leaving on Saturday. We're going to Singapore, then we're going to Malaysia, and then I'm going from Malaysia to Thailand. And so essentially, if I would have never met her, I wouldn't be doing these things. I wouldn't be traveling to Singapore, and be traveling to Malaysia, and even right now here we're together in Sanur. We're creating more of our reality together, having a lot of fun, adventures, things like that, and it's super beautiful. So I'd like to introduce her to you guys really fast. You want to come say hi? This is my super amazing, awesome friend, Christy. You guys have probably seen like some of our pictures and stuff together. So I just want to introduce her really quick on the video. But that's like a perfect example of, first of all, that however you think is how you feel, and that's how you vibrate, and that's what you attract. So if you're vibing high and you're loving life and you're putting out, your love, you're spreading it all to the world, you're feeling good, you're going to attract other beautiful beings of light that are on that same path as you. They're on that same frequency as you, right? Like all the other toxic people will fall away. They won't be attracted to you any longer. You will start creating situations, circumstances, people, events in your life that are on the same frequency as you. And that's what it means when I talk about being conscious and creating your reality, because that's exactly how it works. And I'm living example. I'm living proof of all of it. So clearly I attracted her. Now we're doing this whole little travel thing together, and I'm super excited. And, that's just kind of like my little example of how, to open up your mind and open up, your awareness of how you're actually creating your reality. So right now, I just want to say, give yourself permission to forgive yourself for whatever the hell you've been holding on to. Let that shit go, literally, figuratively, let it go, wipe the slate clean, create your reality from this moment now of what you're choosing to create in your life. Me personally, I was like, you know what? I want to be sitting on a beach working from my phone. I want to have my laptop. I want to travel the world. And that's exactly what I did. I committed to that. I did the steps that it took, that was necessary for me to create my reality. It does take effort, as you guys know, that, there's really nothing in life that just comes easy. If it's worth something to you, you require being committed. Okay, so what would it take for you to do these things, and what would you be required to give up? Would it be, maybe your addictions, your negative thinking, your self-sabotaging, your self-hatred, your self-rejection, your guilt, all those things? Like, none of that shit even matters. The only thing that matters is right now, and all we really have is right now. So if you can really commit to being present in your right now, then you can start creating your reality. You can start changing your thoughts and changing your focus, because whatever you focus on is what you're going to create. So if you're creating a lot of resistance in your life because you don't feel like you're worthy to be loved, or you don't feel like you're ever going to have any money, nobody ever has enough money, and you feel like you're in a shitty relationship, your marriage isn't going to last because marriages always fail, and that there's no way you're ever going to live a long, healthy life because it's normal to get sick and be unhealthy, etc., etc. I mean, I could go on all day, but in other words, whatever you believe to be true is going to be true for you. So if you believe that, then that's exactly what's going to continue to keep occurring in your life. And once again, I'm an example of that as well. I used to be very pessimistic, blah, blah, blah. I was all about my story, but this, and that's why this. No, like if you choose, you can commit, you can let these things go, and you can create a new life for yourself. And I, encourage you to, once again, just give yourself permission to forgive yourself, let that stuff go, step fully into your power right now, and create the life that you love, right? So what did I write here? So this is one more thing I'd just like to share with you. I personally believe, and if you choose to believe this too, cool. If not, that's cool too. I personally believe that we're a spirit and we're a soul, and we're here having a human experience in a physical human body. And at some point, we agreed to come into this human physical body, into this world, to have the parents that we had, to have the challenges that we had, to have all the things that occurred in our past, that we had an agreement to come into this life, to have those certain situations, circumstances, people, and events to be in our lives, to create us to be the best, greatest version of ourselves. So clearly, I would not be the woman that I am today, sitting here on the floor in front of this pillar that's an ashtray in Bali. And if you guys didn't see my video the other day where I talked about being in a cafe and hearing a YouTube, clip of this Indian music, of all these songs back to back that I actually found back in like 2013, that's meditation music, that has a really powerful meaning for me, because it was when I was going through a lot of really challenging times in my life. And here I am in Bali like a week ago or so, sitting in a cafe, and the song comes on. I hadn't heard the song in forever, nor had I ever even heard, the song anywhere other than on the YouTube video where I found that it was just like a meditation music. So I really believe that was confirmation that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, here in Bali, doing everything that I'm doing right now. And once again, if you're just trusting in divine timing for your life, and you're really committed to being conscious of being conscious, and you're aware that your thoughts and your thinking are creating your reality, then you can take full responsibility for your life. You can take full responsibility for everything that's showing up in your life. You can take full responsibility for everything, because you, my friend, sister, my brother, you're creating all these things. So stop pointing the finger at everybody else. Stop playing the victim. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming everybody else around you, and take responsibility for what you've created for your life. If you don't like what's showing up, guess what? You get to make a new choice. And notice I'm saying you get to. There's no have to. There's no shoulds, right? We get to live life. We get to have fun. We get to express. We get to be joyful. We get to love. Our default is joy. We're supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be prosperous. We're supposed to be healthy. Like, all these things are the norm, and it's our default. But it's our old pre-programming, limited beliefs, all the other bullshit that we've learned, that we think that we're supposed to be broke. We're supposed to be sick. There's no way that we'll ever find love. And if we do have a marriage, it's going to fail. Like that we can't go travel the world. There's no way to have this or have that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So cancel, clear, delete, right, on all that energy, because that shit is not mine, because I'm declaring, fully that I am a powerful creator, and I create my reality, and only I create my reality. I cannot create your reality. No one else can create your reality for you. So you get to step up. You get to step fully to the plate. You get to take off your mask. You get to stop being who you're really not. Okay, give yourself permission to be exactly who you are. Who cares? Like, I'm sitting here with hardly no makeup on. My gray hairs are shining through. Like, I'm dirty. Like, I've been in this outfit all day long, sweating and whatnot. I had a massage earlier, still got the freaking oil all over me. I'm kind of oily. I'm sure I stink. Who cares? Like, that's not what this is all about. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Clearly, I'm stepping fully into my power and my authentic self to show up here, because I felt called to record this video for you guys, because I was way out there. I tried to record it. It didn't work. Walked all over the place, tried to find a place to record it. Couldn't find it. Came back over here, sitting in front of this little pillar that's a freaking ashtray, and I know this is a big video, and I know this is here for big things, and I'm trusting that you guys will share this video to your timeline. If the things that I've said to you are resonating with you, then think about all these other people that you could support by them listening to this message that I'm sending. So if you choose to show your appreciation for me, show your appreciation by please sharing this video to your timeline. It would be awesome. I really would appreciate you. So once again, I personally believe that we had an agreement to come into this life, to come into this physical body, to go through things that we've gone through to create us to be who we are from this moment, right? Who we are in this moment right now. And clearly we're going to continue to go through things that's going to continue to create us to, or cause us to expand into the greatest version of ourselves, because it's all about expansion. And the more that we step fully into our power and show up in the world and give our gifts freely to the world, because you were created for a special divine purpose that only you were created for. Only you've gone through the experiences that you've gone through. Only you are exactly who you are. Like, no one else is Mandy, and no one else is you, right? So when you can step fully into your power, take off your mask. Quit saying yes when you mean no. Quit pretending to be someone that you're not. Quit minimizing yourself and playing small. Like, what if you really stepped up and you were really yourself? Because guess what? I am now. I haven't always been, but I am now, and I can promise you this is the most freeing feeling that you would ever possibly feel, is to just be yourself. Step fully into your power. Create your reality. Go after your dreams. Believe it's possible. I posted that earlier today by Theodore Roosevelt. The first step is believing in yourself. I choose to know exactly how it went. I typed it up. It's on my timeline. But in other words, the first step in any of this, in creating any of your reality, is believing in yourself. Did I believe it was possible for me to be traveling the world and have a lucrative online coaching business? Of course I did. And so I created it, and that's why I'm here. And believe me, there's been plenty of times when I'm like out on the beach or wherever I'm at, I'm like, dude, like, I'm really in Bali. Like, I really created this. Like, it's phenomenal. It's a beautiful feeling. So I'm just going to sum up the video with this. I know it's been a while. I appreciate everybody who's on here. Once again, if this video resonates with you, do me a favor, share it to your timeline. Also, make sure that you are signed up for my live Facebook notifications, so that when I do pop on and go live, I'm planning on doing another one tomorrow morning, which will be tonight for you guys, because I'm about to go take a shower and get a little bit of sleep. But I'm trusting that I'll be able to get good reception again. and I'll be able to record another Facebook video for you guys. We'll just see how it flows. If it's meant to be, obviously it will happen. Everything is always in divine timing. But I want to end it with this. If you require support, if you require a coach, if you're looking for answers, you're confused, you don't know what to do, believe me, I've been there too. I saw all kinds of psychiatrists. Like I said, I took antidepressants for 16 years. I read all kinds of self-help books. I was going to Lakewood Church, going to church twice a week, taking classes, got baptized there, did all kinds of stuff. It was not until I learned a lot of the truths that I share with people now in my coaching programs that literally like light bulbs went off, and I had these realizations. I started listening to some meditation audios. There's just a lot of things that I teach people about that is just not mainstream, and it's not necessarily something that you may or may not find in specific programs. And as you know, I'm a trainer, I'm a yoga instructor, I have a certification in nutrition. So my program actually is all encompassing with everything, fitness, nutrition, and mindset being the number one most crucial part, because guess what? You can have the best coach in the world, you can have the best, workout program, the best nutrition program, but if you don't have the mindset right and you don't know how to get your mindset right for yourself, because it can't be with someone 24/7, then when shit hits the fan, or you're upset about something, or maybe you get emotional about something, so then you're like, I'm just going to go eat a cupcake. That's what happens. People continue to self-sabotage. So I teach people the tools and techniques that it takes to actually create your reality, change your life, change your subconscious mind, reprogram your mind, right? Unlearn all of that bullshit that you learned from a long time ago. Reprogram your mind to move yourself towards success, to create your reality, to create your dream life, to have your dream body, to have your health, your relationship, your prosperity, all those things. It's possible. I promise you, because I did it myself, and I have a lot of clients that are doing it as well. So I'm just going to sum it up with this. I have my 4-week Fast Track Transformation Program. I was going to start it yesterday, but I had a couple people that were still choosing to be on board that couldn't start yet, and it just didn't resonate with me to start it yet. I was in the middle of transitioning from being in Gili T to come back over here, and like I said, I'm leaving on Saturday to head to Singapore. So the group is actually going to start on Monday, June the 12th. If you're interested, click on the link above this video. There is that link will actually take you to my YouTube channel where you can see all the testimonial videos, and also, if you choose, comment below this video and just say I'm in, or give me more information, or send me a private Facebook message. I have a whole nother video of myself that I recorded where I'm explaining more about the program and exactly what all the program entails. And then of course I'm here to answer any questions that you have. So you can message me on private messenger, ask me questions, give me a little bit of information about yourself, or maybe potentially what you're going through and your challenges, etc., and I can let you know how I can support you. So that is number one. Number two is my Emotional Detox Challenge group. It's for females only. I have over 1,000 ladies in that group. I have a bunch of videos in there that will support you in detoxing emotionally, because we actually break down energetically and emotionally before we break down physically. So when you can get clear on that, and you can understand that if you have any kind of dis-ease, if you have any kind of symptom, or if you have any kind of fibromyalgia, lupus, Lyme, MS, migraine headaches, psoriasis, eczema, PMS, cramps, IBS, IBC, IBD, leaky gut. I mean, I could go on all day long. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, all of them. These are all symptoms of dis-ease in the body, simply meaning that there's an energetic, emotional component in your body that requires being, readjusted to get you back on track so that you can alleviate that symptom, which is exactly how I spontaneously healed my body. I remembered my truth. I remembered my optimal blueprint of health. I remembered it. That's all I had to do is I just got to remember it. And as soon as I remembered it, things changed. Life changed. So it's the same across the board for everything else. Your prosperity, your health, your relationships, your business, everything. You can change it, my friend. You have the power, and that's what I do in this program is I teach people how to do it. So if you're a female and you choose to have some emotional support, it's free. There's videos in there, and there's some assignments that will support you in breaking through any kind of emotional blocks or barriers or whatnot that you have going on. So click the link above this video to send a member request to the Emotional Detox Challenge group for females only, okay? And then I will accept your approval. You can jump in there. You can watch the videos. I'm obviously going to be there to support you as well. And then lastly, if you do have sugar cravings, which a lot of people do because they crave sugar when they have things going on, like and they're stressed out and they're emotional, they turn to having sweets to make themselves feel better. I've been there before as well, but I have a free little download on my website if you click the link above this video on MandyFonville.com, and there are 3 recipes for desserts basically that are sweet, but sweetened with natural, fruits and things like that, natural things that are healthful for your body. So check those out. Go to the Emotional Detox Challenge group, females only. As far as the download for the Kick the Sugar Cravings, that's for anybody that's interested. You just click on the link on my website, put your email address in. I don't send out newsletters. I don't send out spam. In fact, that's something I'm planning on doing, is to start creating newsletters and different things like that, but that's just not in my forefront right now. That's not my focus. So you're not going to be getting spam or anything like that. So feel free to go download the recipes. And then lastly, if you're interested in having my support, changing your life, if you're interested in seeing what what it would be like to have your freaking dream life and your dream body and be healthy and have your business and all these things, if you're even slightly interested, send me a message or comment below this video and I'll send you more information. Okay, there's no harm in doing that. Like what would it be like if you could, like I said once and for all, the whole title of the video, if you could step fully into your power and you could let go of everything that you require letting go of to become your greatest and higher self? What would life be like? Like right now, let's stop, let's take some deep breaths. I'm going to close my eyes. We're going to all together, we're going to take some deep breaths, and I want you to imagine when we do this, we're going to about maybe like, I don't know, 10 seconds or so, but I want you to take some deep breaths and I want you to stop and maybe put your hands over your heart or here if you choose in the prayer position, but feel is the key here. Feel what it would feel like to have all those things, okay? Let's go here. So deep breath into the nose, out through the mouth, and just relax. I'm going to stop talking. I choose for you just to feel what it would feel like to have that dream life, have the dream body, everything that you choose and absolutely desire. Yeah, exactly. So I'm trusting that it feels really good because I know it feels really good for me, and I know that's why I'm vibing so high in Bali. Like, I'm not even sleeping very much, you guys, and I don't do caffeine. I'm just super excited about life because my life is amazing. I've created my reality. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is literally like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, like the fountain of youth, if you will, and I found the secret. I found the answer, and I'm choosing to share it with people. So once again, if you're interested, get in touch with me somehow. Feel my love and appreciation for each and every one of you on this video. If this video resonated with you in some way, please just share it to your timeline, okay? I would really appreciate it. Also, be sure you're signed up for my live Facebook notifications. And feel my love and appreciation for everybody who's here. Give me some hearts and some thumbs up if you're still here. I appreciate you, sister, sending me some love. What's up, Megan, Veronica, Catherine, Debbie, Aaron, Roman, Kim? How are you, Kim? Thank you so much for the love, Nikki, Bonnie, Melissa Sexton, Liz, Kim once again, Liz, how are you, sister? Danita, Teresa, Phil Cerna, Cody, Amy, Veronica, JP. Yeah, film love and appreciation, Christy, and I will chat with you guys soon. Have an amazing day. I know it's daytime over there, Central Standard Time in Texas. It is like 11 a.m. So enjoy the rest of your day. Have an amazing lunch. Take some deep breaths. Be present. Feel your gratitude, love, and appreciation for your life, and choose to make it fun and easy. That's what it's all about. Choose to make it fun and easy. Bye, guys. Feel my love. Yay!